In the burgeoning landscape of artificial intelligence, two giants loom large: Microsoft and Google. These tech behemoths, armed with troves of data and unparalleled computational power, stand as the gatekeepers of this transformative technology. From search engines to cloud computing, their algorithms shape our digital lives in ways both profound and often invisible. This concentration of power presents a profound challenge to the future of a free and open society. Through their ubiquitous platforms, these companies have amassed vast repositories of human behavior, preferences, and interactions. This data fuels the algorithms that power their AI systems, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of dominance. As these systems become ever more sophisticated, their appetite for data only grows, further solidifying the grip of these tech titans. With their control over AI, Microsoft and Google wield an unprecedented ability to shape our understanding of the world, influence our decisions, and mediate our access to information. This concentration of power raises profound questions about accountability, transparency, and the very nature of democratic governance in the digital age. As we stand at the cusp of the AI revolution, it is imperative that we confront the challenges posed by the unchecked dominance of these tech giants. The future of our digital lives, and indeed our very societies, hangs in the balance. We must demand greater transparency, accountability, and democratic oversight over the development and deployment of these powerful technologies. The unfettered dominance of any industry by a select few inevitably breeds risks, and the realm of AI is no exception. When a handful of companies hold the keys to this transformative technology, the potential for harm is amplified manifold. One of the most pressing dangers lies in the potential for algorithmic bias. AI systems are trained on massive datasets, and if these datasets reflect existing societal biases, the resulting algorithms will perpetuate and even amplify these inequalities. From biased hiring practices to discriminatory loan approvals, the consequences of algorithmic bias can be devastating, further marginalizing already vulnerable communities. The opaque nature of many AI systems exacerbates these risks. This lack of transparency undermines trust in AI systems and hinders our ability to hold these powerful entities accountable for their actions. Beyond the immediate risks of bias and opacity, the monopolistic control of AI also threatens to stifle innovation and limit the potential benefits of this technology.
In response to the growing concern surrounding AI's potential harms, the United States has embarked on a significant policy shift. Recognizing the need to balance innovation with ethical considerations, the U.S. government has begun to introduce new regulations and guidelines aimed at mitigating the risks posed by unchecked AI development. One key area of focus is algorithmic transparency. New regulations are being explored that would require companies to disclose more information about how their AI systems work, particularly in areas with significant potential for societal impact, such as healthcare, finance, and criminal justice. By shedding light on the decision-making processes of these algorithms, policymakers hope to identify and mitigate instances of bias, discrimination, or unfairness. Another important aspect of the U.S.'s evolving AI policy is the emphasis on ethical considerations. The U.S. government's foray into AI regulation is still in its early stages, and the long-term impact of these policies remains to be seen. By fostering greater transparency, accountability, and ethical considerations, these policies aim to ensure that AI technologies are developed and deployed in a manner that benefits all members of society.
While the United States grapples with its own approach to AI governance, other global powers are forging their own distinct paths. In contrast to China's centralized model, the European Union has taken a more cautious and human-centric approach to AI governance. Driven by concerns about privacy, data protection, and the potential for algorithmic harm, the EU has implemented some of the world's most stringent regulations on the development and deployment of AI systems. The EU's General Data Protection Regulation, for example, places strict limits on the collection and use of personal data, including data used to train AI algorithms.
China, with its ambition to become a global leader in AI, has adopted a more centralized and state-driven approach. The Chinese government has poured massive resources into AI research and development, while simultaneously implementing strict controls over data, privacy, and the use of AI in sensitive areas. This top-down approach has enabled China to make rapid progress in AI development, particularly in areas like facial recognition and surveillance technology.
The divergent approaches of China and the EU highlight the complex geopolitical landscape surrounding AI.
The AI revolution is not confined to the borders of powerful nations. Its impact is being felt across the globe, particularly in developing countries. While these nations stand to benefit from AI's potential to address pressing challenges in healthcare, education, and economic development, they also face significant risks from the unchecked power of AI monopolies and the potential for these technologies to exacerbate existing inequalities. One of the most pressing concerns is the impact of AI on labor markets in developing countries. As AI systems become more sophisticated, they are increasingly capable of automating tasks previously performed by human workers. This trend towards automation could lead to widespread job displacement, particularly in sectors like manufacturing, agriculture, and customer service, where many developing countries have a comparative advantage. Moreover, the concentration of AI development in the hands of a few powerful companies in the global north raises concerns about technological dependence and the potential for these companies to extract value from developing countries without contributing to their sustainable development. Despite these challenges, there is also a growing recognition of the need to ensure that the benefits of AI are shared more equitably across the globe.
The dominance of a few powerful companies in the AI landscape presents a formidable challenge, but it is not an insurmountable one. There are concrete steps we can take to mitigate the risks of AI monopolies, foster greater competition, and ensure that this transformative technology is harnessed for the benefit of all.
One crucial step is to promote greater competition in the AI market. This can be achieved through a combination of antitrust measures, support for startups and smaller players, and open-source initiatives that encourage the sharing of knowledge and resources. By breaking down the barriers to entry and fostering a more diverse and competitive AI ecosystem, we can unlock greater innovation, reduce the risks of bias and discrimination, and ensure that a wider range of voices are represented in the development and deployment of AI systems. Another key area of focus is the development of ethical guidelines and regulations for AI. Governments around the world must work together to establish clear rules of the road for AI development, addressing critical issues such as data privacy, algorithmic transparency, accountability, and the responsible use of AI in sensitive domains. Beyond government action, there is also a crucial role for industry leaders and researchers to play in shaping the future of AI.
The age of artificial intelligence is upon us, bringing with it both unprecedented opportunities and profound challenges. The choices we make today will determine whether this powerful technology empowers us or enslaves us, whether it creates a more equitable world or exacerbates existing divides. The task before us is not to shy away from AI's transformative potential, but to harness it wisely, ensuring that it serves humanity, not the other way around. The unchecked power of AI monopolies poses a significant threat to our collective future. By concentrating control over this transformative technology in the hands of a few, we risk entrenching existing power imbalances, stifling innovation, and exacerbating social inequalities. The consequences of inaction are too great to ignore. We must act now to reclaim our digital future, ensuring that AI is developed and deployed in a manner that benefits all members of society. We must move beyond the narrow lens of technological determinism and embrace a more holistic perspective, one that considers the ethical, social, and political dimensions of AI. We must empower citizens with the knowledge and skills to navigate this rapidly evolving landscape and ensure that their voices are heard in shaping the future of AI. The AI revolution is not a spectator sport. It is a defining moment in human history, a time for bold action